Welcome to AMA, Agriculture Made Attractive. This is Get to Know Salimu a little bit more. A continuation of the last story on where we left that we did AgriTours, but now I'm here to tell you the story of how AMA AgriTours was born. Initially, AMA was Agriculture Made Attractive, and that was it. I didn't know if we were going to do anything else. I didn't know if we were going to start any other thing, any other product. But in the process, we were like, there's AMA, all right, so how about we do AMA AgriTours? Because even during Gold Dust, I used to do Gold Dust farm tour. So I used to feel like, because it's a day for me to go and tour the farm, let me call it an episode of Gold Dust farm tour, so that when I post, it's something it's like a series I'm doing. So while at it, I went to tour Ubuntu Eco Farm. Ubuntu Eco Farm is owned by Eli Oenga. Currently, he calls himself the Eli Farms because he owns a number of farms. So Eli was the owner. Eli gave me someone to interview when it comes to herbs. But then Eli was starting a project on Ubuntu Farmhouse. That time, I remember I was there when the foundation of Ubuntu Farmhouse was being done. And I remember Eli telling me, let's do this project together, and I think I'll be happy for you to be my partner on this project. I was like, I don't mind. And so we started a journey of Ubuntu Farmhouse together. Right after that day of the interview, we went and sat somewhere. Currently, that is Rustic Heaven in Rongai. Rustic Heaven, currently Kamware dishes is actually there. So if you go, you will eat some Kamware meals and tastes, and she does a good job. We are sitting there on a fireplace in Rustic Heaven, and Eli is telling me, Salimo, I think there's more to what you're doing. More young people do not really want, it's not that they don't want to join agriculture, but they don't have someone to hold their hand. So how about you start something called AgriTours? And let AgriTours be something that you will be doing, not necessarily for its adventure, yes, but make them adventures that are fruitful. So if I am doing an adventure in a farmhouse, I'm doing an adventure in a farm, it will make more sense for me because I will come, I will see, oh, this is how food is grown, okay? This is where this is how pawpaws are planted. This is because people have food on the table, people have food on the grocery stores, but people really do not know where food comes from. Be the bridge between people knowing where the food comes from and all those, because you're going to make, one, consumers start consuming this food better. Two, anybody who wants to join the agricultural sector is going to be to have a better place to learn before they go make so that they can avoid the mistakes that many people make when they enter into a place where they only have a land and they have seedlings. So Eli put in that idea in me, and Eli told me, if you don't do it, I remember, if I can remember very well, it was somewhere in September, either July or September. Eli said, if you don't do it by next year, June, you will see me produce a logo, get a van, and take people for the first tour. You better go before I decide to do it myself. And let me tell you, Eli was serious. The year came, next year, sikuwa nimeanza, mwaka ikakuja, and Eli akaniandikia, we have a group, Eli akaniandikia hapo kwa group that has other people who we have worked with at Ubuntu Farmhouse. Eli akaandika hapo, akaandika, Salimo, unajua mwaka imeisha na hujaanza, nitaanza hii mwaka na utaiona na utasema nilikwambia, and I gave you some time to do it. And I was like, Eli is serious. And let me tell you, Jan, Feb, March, nilikuwa kwa Bahati does disruptive designs. So nikamwambia, ulinitengenezea logo ya AMA, nataka logo ya AMA AgriTours, tafadhali. Nikaproduce logo kwanza, nikatumia Eli hapo kwa group, ako like, well done, congratulations, now start the journey. Logo is just a symbol. I need to see you in the farms. God, let me tell you. Nilimbeg, please wait. By the way, it took another, aliniambia ni sawa, I'll give you a grace as long as you're promising to start. I'll give you some time, but please start. And sometime he gave me. Until now, the day I launched my first poster. First of all, nikamwambia I have resigned. He was like, okay, umeresign ufanye na hujaanza vitu mingi. And then I was like, okay, I'm waiting to see what you're about to do. And I posted the first poster to Karakuta. And let me tell you, people came. I asked for sponsors for anybody who wanted to come and they didn't have money. People sponsored and I was there to do it. Let me tell you guys, we did it. Yes, we did it. And the first tour came and there we were. Officially, dancing like, yo, imeweza, iliweza. And when we were there standing, the 17 of us, and said, AMA AgriTours Karakuta experience, yeah! This is the video.
AMA AgriTours Karakuta experience, yeah!
So happy. I was over the moon. Before that, I had introduced a trailer video of telling people that we'll be going on tours and adventures, and I asked people to repost. Seriously, I asked people to repost, and people reposted. And I was happy. In a world filled with bustling cities and constant motion, there is a place where time slows down and nature takes a center stage. Welcome to AMA AgriTours, where every moment is an opportunity for discovery. At AMA AgriTours, we believe that the best adventures are rooted in the earth. Whether you're planting seeds, harvesting vegetables, picking your tea, or checking on your chicken, you'll find yourself immersed in the rhythm of farm life. Our tours are more than just educational. They are a chance to connect with nature and with each other. Whether you're bonding with family, team building with colleagues, or simply making new friends, you'll find that the farm is the perfect setting for unforgettable memories. Led by experienced guides who are passionate about agriculture, our tours offer a window into the world of farming like never before. From traditional techniques to innovations, there is always something new to learn on AMA AgriTours. Come join us on a journey of discovery. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a curious city dweller, there is a place for you at AMA AgriTours. Book your adventure today and let the wonders of the farm unfold before your eyes. AMA AgriTours. Come see, learn and grow with Salimo Wakilimo, the voice of agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, what I didn't know is, how am I making money out of this? I didn't know that. We did our second tour to Laikipia, the Wambogo apples and dragon fruit experience. This time I had a balance of what to do, how to go about it. But then there are people who even called that night to ask to come. So I did also have the balance of what to do. Hey.
Wambogo apples and dragon fruit experience. Yeah!
it was getting worse as it got better. If it makes sense, I hope it does. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, you will understand what I mean. It was getting worse as it got better. And one day, I sat down with myself for a whole. That was in April, May. No, that was in May, June, July, August, September. 3 months. I didn't do a tour. I didn't know what. I was so confused. I was like, oh my God. Because I was starting to struggle with strategy. I was starting to struggle with logistics. I was starting to struggle with so many things. But then I said, no, Salimo, breathe in. I think the Laikipia one really bet me on. We didn't go when there were fruits on. There were only dragon fruits. There were no apples. So I was like, people really complained a little and said, we planned a tour that was not during the harvest or during the season. So I think the reason why I took the 3 months break was to make sure that I understand seasons of different fruits and crops, to make sure I don't take people when it is off season. Then October comes and it was the flowering season for avocados, but it was the peak season for herbs. And I asked Grace, we do a Karakuta tour? Yes, let's do. When? October. All right, let's plan. 26th October it is. Let's go for a tour. Let me tell you guys, I was overwhelmed. First of all, people are interesting. Africans, Kenyans are interesting because they made payment the last week. And when I tell you the last week wiki ya mwisho, my friend, the last week is when people made the payment. So mimi all this time, na nime release postalini a month earlier. So all this time I'm seated and I'm like, guy, itwa ya Karakuta. I think itwa ya Karakuta. Where, my friend, people paid. Paying. Hey, it came. And then people started calling for partnership, just that they were calling so close to the day. I didn't even, they were not able to make decisions around it, especially because they were corporates, they were not individuals. And time was had, because this time now we had to hire one of the buses that everybody is like, I want to be carried by this bus. Kubebwa tu basi. To give the bus. Let me tell you. We ukisikia naambia Njugush na Sele, basi ya Tugi, please tupe ingine. Give us Toria the bus should come. Why? Because we actually had a number that fitted to give the bus. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. I cannot say that enough. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much. And I was so excited that this actually came to life. One of the most amazing part, or one of the part that I am so proud of, is the journey I've taken towards this journey, or towards here. So the first time I was planning for the Karakuta tour, we initially had gone there with Lynn Gugi. I was a producer at LNN, where I was doing a show on the agricultural sector, that segment, the agricultural one. We had an interview with Grace. Lynn had an interview with Grace. If you go on LNN, you'll find that interview. And there we were, and Grace said, you'll be planning the tours for us. And even during the interview, at the end, I was called by Lynn to just say what AgriTours is all about and why we want to start AgriTours. And this actually stood up. I feel some of the greatest supports I've gotten when it comes to these tours is LNN network, the Lean Ngugi network, LNN, yes. LNN has really given me the support. If you go to LNN community posts, Lean actually posted me on those pages. And thank you so much, Lean Ngugi and the team. Thank you for the support. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to grow. I am so grateful. Then right after the Karakuta one, also Grace. Grace told me, Salimo, anybody who wants training, it's up to you. Decide, do you want to take them private or in a group? But I would recommend a group because Grace would be available, but private would also be good, just that you will have experience with the people who takes care of the farm. You might still feel you need it, and private is more expensive, yet you don't even get to meet Grace, who connects to the market beyond the local market. So I would recommend the group. Just check amaafrica.co.ke and get their information. All right? Good. So the second team that has supported me fully is the Wambogo Apples. So when I went for the tour at Wambogo Apples, these two people, Mr. Jenga and Madam Kate, Ambassador Kate Ambassador, I said that again, Ambassador Kate Wambogo and Jenga, Matthew, they sat down with them. They sat down and said, let's hold this girl's hand. Let's see, she has a potential to add something. Let's hold her hand. Let's see where she's going, and let's support her. And really, they did, and so far so good. I am with them to date. I help Kate with the media strategy and the content management. So far so good. Here we are. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you so much, Matthew. Thank you, Wambogo Apples. God bless you. And like that was not enough, I'm grateful for the team, though it came and left. Thank you so much for Moshina. You guys know Moshina. I know you guys know Moshina. You've seen Moshina somewhere. And Steve, anaitwa Geshuru, so you might not know Steve. Geshuru, thank you so much. You guys, DXP and EdVet, you guys have made me realize so much about me. Thank you for the time you've been together. The Lord bless you, keep you and protect you. And thank you for the support you've offered to AMA. Thank you so much. So we are so grateful to say that the far we have come and the far I am, I have seen the grace of God hold our hands. I've seen God say, I will propel this gospel. I will help you with 1, 2, 3. I will guide you. I will lead you. And I've seen it. And when now we did our third tour, and now we're doing our fourth tour to Charis Farm. So excited because it means that there's more to it than just visiting. There's lessons that people are learning, there's a journey that we are taking, and people are starting to see agriculture. This is something we can go for an adventure in agriculture. We're used to going to adventure wherever else, but can you go to the farm? Let's learn a few things. Let's see where food comes from. If tomorrow I want to farm, what can I do? If my parents farm, how can I correct them on how they do their things and their agriculture? So the journey has been smooth. So far, I would say that, and I am so grateful for the team in amaafrica.co.ke. They have really held my hand to make sure that we are pushing it. We are pushing the gospel. We are making the gospel better. We are having articles go up. We are having agri spaces go up. We are having all those things happen. It's an honor to be here. And before I forget, Wambogo Apples was also the people who sponsored our Agri Space workshop. My God, we did a workshop. Hey, that's a story for another day. Feel at home, feel welcomed into this space. You belong here. Let me tell you, the soil is the greatest technology that we'll ever have when it comes to food production.
My why for being here is, first of all, to network. The change I want to see in agriculture is, I was raised in the farm and my parents sort of educated us through the money they got from the farm. But one thing that I learned from the experience was that they were very demoralized because of the fluctuations of the market.
Let me introduce our panelist. Karibu sana, Miss Wanjema. Please have a seat. And the founder and CEO of Kim Planter Seedlings, the Farmer's Guide Limited. All right, welcome.
The reason why we started Kim Planter in 2018 and we are still here in 2024 is because there is a vision. Now, once you pick the vision, you know why you're doing it.
We are about to call now our last panelist. Makofi kwa Wangare, the farmer on fire. Makofi to the ambassador of Wambogo apples.
You will find farmers like us who are saying, Kuja, come learn what we are doing.
Okay, I've attended many events, but this one has been one of the most impactful ones.
This was fully funded by Wambogo apples. Makofi kwao. Makofi.
Oh, I'll tell you guys about the Agri space and how we got there. We have so many stories to tell right there. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you, Ellie, Ubuntu Farmhouse family, the LNN family, Wambogo Apples family, Edvet and DXP. Thank you so much, guys. You guys have been a pillar and you guys have held my hand. Thank you. God bless you. We keep moving. Not forgetting, nimetumia Twitter ya Abel sana. Twitter ya Abel nayo yuniokolea mana. Yo! Thank you so much, everybody who reposts when I post. It's an honor and it's a blessing to be here. I love all of you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you very, very much. And of course, my family who I take nawapelekanga tour kila wakati. Mukuje musome, mukuje muone, mukuje kujeni, mutakuwa tu among people. And everybody who pays for those tours. I hope they are of help to you and the Lord bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we are crossing over the year and we are excited, of course. Yeah, it's the last month of the year and we are excited to say that we are where the Lord really wanted us to be, and I hope we'll be in a better place 1 year later, which is in March 2025. So we shall give the story of how it will be, so wait for it then. My name is Salimo, the voice of agriculture, the queen of AgriTours, and this is Agriculture Made Attractive. Please remember to subscribe and tell me what else do you want to know about Salimo and agriculture. I'll be ready to tell the story because this is an episode on get to know Salimo a little more. Oh, we did that. Thank you. Bye.